Hello, my name is Melita. Welcome to my ESL channel. Hello, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Welcome to my Eikaiwa stream. 私の英会話の配信へいらっしゃい。Today's topic is breakfast, which is perfect for me because it's actually morning where I am. So, 今日のテーマは朝ごはんです。ちょうどいいですね。今、こちらは朝です。So, today we're just going to have discussion questions and no word game. So I'm thinking I'll probably start doing the word game in a separate stream because it might be making it too long. So today we're just going to do discussion time and questions. So discussion questions. So first question, do you eat breakfast? 朝ごはんを食べますか? So for me, the answer to this question is maybe or sometimes. Sometimes I eat breakfast, sometimes I don't. I like to try and eat breakfast because they say it's healthy to eat breakfast and it's not good to skip it, but sometimes I don't. For example, this morning I didn't eat breakfast. So, and especially because I'm a college student and I have classes and I also work sometimes as well. So I'm a working college student. So I'm very busy. So yeah, sometimes I'll just skip breakfast. And also, I have a very strange working schedule because sometimes I'll work at night. So that makes it kind of confusing to know when breakfast is for me because I'm waking up at 10 o'clock at night, going to sleep at 8 in the morning. So everything's kind of backward. So yeah, sometimes I don't eat breakfast. Next question. What time do you eat breakfast? 翻訳、朝ごはんは、朝ごはんを何時に食べますか? So what time do you eat breakfast? Again, like I said before, this is a hard question for me to answer because I have kind of a crazy schedule since sometimes I'm working at night. So I'll wake up at 10 p.m., which is 10 o'clock at night, to go to work. So yeah, I guess maybe if I do eat before I go to work, maybe 10:30 p.m. is the time I eat breakfast. So right now I'm actually not working. I took a break for the summer. So, but it's still strange the times that I eat breakfast. It might be at 7 in the morning or it might be at 9 in the morning. It changes because I don't wake up at the same time. So, yeah. Next question. Where do you eat your breakfast? For example, do you eat it in the kitchen or maybe you eat it on the go as you're going to work or as you're going to school? So, I was just curious. どこで朝ごはんを食べますか? So for me, I actually rarely eat breakfast at home or in the kitchen. Because like I said, I'm a working college student, so I'm very busy. Sometimes I eat it in the car. As I'm driving to school, or I might even eat it during class because the teachers, American professors in colleges, they don't care if you eat during class as long as you're not being kind of obnoxious about it. If it's something small like some sort of a snack bar, then they don't mind. So, but usually what I'll do, because they're convenient, we have special diet drinks. It's like a chocolate flavored drink or vanilla or strawberry, and usually you drink it to replace a meal. So what I'll do is I'll buy those and keep them in the fridge, so when I wake up to go to school, I can just grab one and I'll drink it in the car. So yeah, usually I'm eating breakfast on the go. So but if you use public transportation, for example, a train, if you take a train to school or to work in America, it can be a little difficult to eat because it's actually against the law to eat on trains and other public transportation. So it depends on the state you live in. So 電車の中には食べるのが犯罪です、実は。It really is. You could get arrested. So they'll try to give you a ticket and you'll have to pay a fine. So, but if you cause trouble for the police, they might actually arrest you. And some people, they do act a little ridiculous and cause trouble for the police. So there have been people who have gotten arrested. So that's why it's always good to obey the law. When I was in Japan, I noticed that it was okay to eat in the trains and at the train station. So yeah, so it's a little different. So if you come to America, make sure to check the laws of whatever state you're in to make sure it's okay to eat while you're using public transportation, because you don't want to get in trouble. Okay, so next question. What kind of food do you eat for breakfast? So for me, what I normally eat for breakfast, well, as I said, I sometimes will drink the diet shakes for convenience. So that's one thing I eat. There are other things we have. They're called cereal bars, where it's literally a snack bar that's made out of cereal. So you might have Cheerios or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, those kind of cereals, Fruit Loops even. They make them into a snack bar so you can eat it without milk and you don't need a bowl. So I keep those because they're very convenient and quick. If I'm eating at home and I have time, maybe it's my day off, I'll probably eat eggs. Or I might just eat cereal, a bowl of cereal with milk. So sometimes I eat oatmeal, but not as often. I don't usually eat pancakes. I do like pancakes, but they're not very healthy, so I try not to eat them too often, but I like eating pancakes, and sometimes I eat waffles. So, there's something that I like to make because it's very convenient. My mom calls it a quiche, and what it is you bake egg in the oven. So you scramble a lot of egg, usually about 12, 18 eggs. I do a lot. And you chop up some vegetables and some meat, and you put it in a pan, and then you put it in the oven for maybe about 45 minutes, and then now it's cooked, and I usually will chop it up and put it in containers and leave it in the fridge, and that way when it's breakfast time I can just warm it up and eat it. So that's something that I like to eat for breakfast because it's very convenient and you can make enough to last the entire week. So I'm all about convenience when it comes to breakfast time. So I think I completely forgot to translate this question. I'm sorry. So let me translate the question now. So how would you say this? 朝ごはんは どんな食べ物を食べますか? So that's the translation for this question. Sorry, I forgot to do it. Did I forget the last question too? No, I didn't. Okay. So, 朝ごはんはどんな食べ物を食べますか? Or 何を食べますか? That's probably what you can say. So, next question. Do you make your own breakfast or does someone make it for you? So, do you make your own breakfast or does someone make it for you? ご自分で朝ごはんを作りますか? 他の人が作ってくれるんですか? I think maybe that's how you would translate it. So like, do you make it, or does maybe you're married and your spouse makes it for you, or maybe you're a child and your parents make it for you, or your mom, your dad, or maybe your sibling might be nice and make it for you, or maybe you make it yourself. So for me, well, obviously when I was a child, my mom would make breakfast for me. And now that I'm an adult, I make it myself. So unless, of course, I'm buying my breakfast from somewhere, like maybe a store, Dunkin' Donuts or something. Yeah, but if I'm not buying my breakfast, then I make it myself. Next question. In your country, what kind of food is normally eaten at breakfast time? In your country, what kind of food is normally eaten at breakfast time? ご自分の国には朝ごはんの時に普通に何を食べますか? 皆さんが。So, yeah. So I think for Japan, your breakfast foods are very different from what we have in America. It's very interesting. So I did eat breakfast in a Japanese household one time when I lived in Japan, because I did a study abroad for a year, but I lived in the dormitories, so I had my own kitchen area, and so I would make food for myself. So most of the time I didn't really get to eat Japanese food because I was making my own food, but for the weekend I went to Chiba and I stayed at a friend's house, and her mother cooked us all our meals. So for breakfast, everything was pretty different. Like, there were eggs, but there was a lot of other foods that seemed more like it would be dinner time foods. So it was very interesting, but it was all very delicious. So but for here in America, typical foods that are eaten at breakfast time, obviously eggs are very popular. Cereal, oatmeal, pancakes, waffles, what other things? Bacon, sausage, ham, those are other foods. We do eat vegetables, like with omelets. You usually will chop up vegetables. So for those, onions, green peppers, red peppers, orange, yellow peppers, mushrooms. I'm not sure what else. Maybe you might cook with celery. I'm not sure if people eat celery. Maybe. Sometimes I do. I think that's about it. Milk. We drink a lot of milk at breakfast time. Orange juice, apple juice. Those are very popular flavors of juice to have. Oh, bread, obviously. Toast. Those are things we like to eat. Yeah, I'm sure there are other things. So, but yeah, that's what I'm familiar with in terms of breakfast time. That's our pretty much a typical American breakfast. This is actually the last question for today. Like I said, I wanted to keep the stream short since we're doing English practice. I know it can be pretty exhausting when you're practicing language skills. So we're going to keep it very short today. So last question. What is your favorite breakfast food? 翻訳。ご自分の一番好きな朝ごはんの食べ物は何ですか? Did I say that right? ご自分の一番好きな朝ごはんの食べ物は何ですか? Yeah, I think that's how you can translate that. So, what is your favorite breakfast food? For me, my favorite breakfast food is probably pancakes and waffles. So, and I really like bacon and sausage. Those are definitely my favorites. So, they're not very healthy, so you have to be careful how much you eat them, but those are definitely my favorite breakfast foods. I really enjoy eating bacon and sausage. They're delicious. So, well, that's all we have for today. Thanks for everyone who popped into the stream. And yeah, so today we won't have the word guessing game, but maybe what I'll do is I'll start having 2 streams each week, and one stream we can do the discussion questions, and then the next stream we'll do the word game. That way it's not all packed into one stream and it's a little bit less exhausting. So yeah, so that's all for now. Thanks for coming to the stream, and see you next time. またね. Bye bye. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For more English practice content, you can follow me on Twitter. See you in the next video.